Oh no, it's alright, it's alright. Oh dear. Right, let me turn the volume down. I got a feeling I've set it too high. It sounds very quiet, but I think I turned the music down. Right, so I'm not quite sure where I was from last time, to be honest. Yeah, I know. I haven't played it for a few days. That's what it is. I've really been catching up on a few videos, so I'm a little bit out of step with what I was doing because I was playing on another character just to kind of mess around and generally get used to the systems, so that it would help me in this one. So I'm gradually getting the controls. It's taken a while because there's so many different options of button presses. It's kind of doing me head in a little bit, so I hope you'll excuse me for that. I'm slowly getting there, but it does seem a very strange choice of buttons and things. But there you go. Right, so at the moment I'm kind of part way through this. So I did a little bit after the last stream, which was I think it was part 3. So where I'm on the mic, so hopefully this will come out okay, because it's always been a bit unpredictable on Twitch of late. So let's hope it comes out okay. It seemed to okay last time, so let's hope it's alright this time. So I'm trying to get the stream up, but it takes a little while. So I did give a little bit of notice, not too much, but about 20 minutes, so sorry for that. I thought I'd do something now before I have my dinner, so right. So hopefully this will go okay. If not, from here I'll have to do a save, go on for the hour and a half, and then if that fails, doesn't come out properly, or the sound goes or whatever, then I can just rewind to this point and continue another time when it's fixed, which could be never, the way it's going. Right, I'm part way through this mission. Nyssa Marcano, which is the guy that the woman that was on this when you saw the picture of the stream of part 3. There was a picture of this woman on there. That was Nyssa Marcano. She asked me to help acquire some cargo from off-world. It's being held in a secure storage at the spaceport. I need to figure out a way to retrieve it. So I've gone part way into this location, and we've just got to access the storage. So we'll try this. If I can't do it for some reason, I will quit out of this particular mission and we'll go to the main mission. But we'll try and get back to that main mission thing. So that's what we're trying to do at the moment. Okay? And I found out there is a quick way out of that menu. If you go into this menu and say you're, I don't know, going into here, you can press and hold it. And it goes right back to the beginning. So I have found a shortcut out. Right, okay, so we got Sarah with us of Constellation, Sarah Morgan, and I'm like, this is me RayRay character, so this is like me, so it's not going to be a, two people rolled into one or anything like that, or some strange character. We're doing this seriously, so that's where we are.
Keep your eyes
so
open
we're about to
and
get
watch
in
your
here.
step, okay?
Excuse me, sir, can I open that door?
There's
Hello.
something I can help you with?
Well, I could do with getting through that door, to be honest. You've got some cargo that was impounded. I need access to it.
Yeah, I can't really just let you in there.
Why? Well, it doesn't really give you much of an option here. It's like green, or the other two is probably, probably bad at. So it doesn't give you a lot of choice, is it? I know you'd like me to help me if you could. It seems like it's got a bit of a persuasion system from Oblivion.
I hear you. All right, look.
Well,
don't
it seemed
tell
to work.
anyone I did this
Why,
for you. I could lose my job over it. If anyone asks, I had nothing to do with this. You got it? 1 second.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no problem at all.
All right, make it quick, will you?
Right, let me just check my inventory. Just check that I've got plenty of space. I've got a bit of space. Again, I forgot to press and hold. The thing for exit is kind of greyed out a little bit, so it's a little bit, underneath it says. So if you notice on here, if we go into one of these, it's kind of exit is like greyed out. So I do find the choice of colour in a background to the front colour to being rather difficult to see on certain occasions. Hello,
We should
Sarah.
add that artifact to the collection as soon as possible.
We can't
Let's
seem to
see
do
what you
much
got.
more than trade, tell her to wait, and that's about it really. So I'm slowly getting the hang of how to use these inventories. I've kind of gone down to a bare minimum on weapons now, so that I'm not carrying too many, and the same with this. Now this seems to be my best one so far, so I'll keep that one on me for a minute because I do like to have something spare, and probably will. Whoops! Oh, yeah, this is what I mean. It's very confusing, all this. You know, for an old guy like me, this is remarkably confusing to the nth degree. So I'm really struggling on that because when I press this equip button, I'm thinking, well, if I'm in mine, then I'm equipping it. But when I'm in, say, Sarah's, does that mean she's equipping it? That's what I can't work out. Because you can't seem to, I want to know whether I can just want to know whether she can put on the stuff that I'm giving her, because sometimes she seems to and other times she doesn't, so I'm very confused by all that. Actually, just do store all resources, that's safe. So now we're down to a nice reasonable level.
Goodbye.
Right, so let's go in then. Oh good, so we just got to pick it up. Well, that's great. That's exactly what we want. So we could do this transfer and then press it again and you've got to take all. Or you can just click on them rapidly. Right, okay, so we've got to speak to Nyssa Marcano? I don't know! It's hard for me to get all this stuff. Right, so we got to go there, right? So show on the map. Right, it's here. So I've got to go back to there. It's alright, we're going to go to there. It's very confusing. It's like some of the map choices these days do seem to be all over the place. And it seems to be creeping into all other games at the moment. So I don't know, they don't seem to do it for ease of use. It seems to be quite confusing, and this one especially, I find Starfield very confusing on what buttons to press. Jess played this and she was getting utterly confused as well, and I had to help her out because I had a little bit of knowledge with it. But actually Jess has been playing this, she's done a lot more than me, and because she said she'd have a quick go just to see what it was like, but she didn't think it was her kind of game. But she had a little go on it, and I'll tell you what, she did a lot in it. And on the combat wise, she was absolutely made me look terrible in comparison. She was really knocking it out of the park, and the reward is she got some fantastic rewards. So she's doing alright, which is a little bit odd. I know Shadow's a bit weird here.
Thank you. Good to see you again. Can I get
Sorry,
you
were
something?
you speaking, Sarah? Nyssa Marcano.
Hey there, new guy. Good to see you
Hey
again.
there.
Can I get you something?
Well, I have a present for you.
Oh, no way. You really got it? I
Apparently.
probably don't want to know what you did to get this, right? I mean, I want to know, but it's maybe better if I don't.
Would you want it or not? Well, I called in a favour.
Oh, did you? Well, I know who to go to next time I need to renew my liquor license. Well, look, I can assure this will all be worth it in the end. Matter of fact, I'm going to let you have the first ever
Thank
sample.
you.
On top of that, you get free drinks. Not like unlimited free drinks.
Oh,
But you
it's
want a
shame.
little pick-me-up now and then? I got you covered. I need some time to work on what comes next. But this was the difficult part, I think. Really? Thank you so much.
No problem. How you doing? Sorry, so it's a little bit of me. I'll do a little bit of funniness, but I'll try and keep it generally on the serious side. Yeah, I know, don't it? Being serious. Who wants to see me being stupid? Oh, I do. I'm probably the only one who wants to see myself play stupid, because when I play it back out, it makes me laugh. I know, small needs for small mind. Right, I'm just checking that it's coming up on the tablet, because well, thanks very much. What did you give me?
Catch you later.
Later, baby. So there might be a little bit of, hello, lady, baby, all this kind of stuff.
Hello.
It reminds me a little bit of Elite Dangerous in that, lots of people walking about with 90% of them, not having names. And generally characters being a bit flat. I'm not saying the voice acting is good, the voice acting is good, but generally their eyes look kind of dead sometimes. But now that we've done that, we'll go back to the main mission. Okay, so we're going to try and do something constructive today, so we won't bother with this one now. What we'll do is, I do believe... So I am struggling with this whole... Right, I bought the art for the constellation. Now they want me to join Sarah. Sarah Morgan is asking me to come with her on a mission. So what is that mission? I think it's this one up here with the thing on. Right, we got to return to the lodge apparently. So we talked to Mora last time, and we managed to get the artifact. So I hope we did. And we got to return back there. So it's it's like show on the map. Go there. Well, it could be, we're there, and we want to go there. So, avoid any confusion. It's probably better just to do this. So I'm slowly getting an hang of this travel system. Really, to be honest, it's a space game. It brackets. It's a space game brackets, but most of the time it's RPG kind of Bethesda. You're going off, you're doing missions. You're only in space now and again. And it's just, something might arrive, or you're on your way to plot a course. So it's not generally a space game as in, say, Elite Dangerous or No Man's Sky. It's mostly an RPG, what you'd expect from
The data from the biosensors speaks for itself.
Didn't have to do that one, did I? You see what I mean? It's all a bit. I find this whole system rather odd. Of how to pick and choose stuff is honestly, it really is cluttered and all over the place. Yeah, it should be. Oh, honestly, I really struggle with this because it's such a cluttered system. I do not like it. It should be this one. It really is. I'll probably be being thick, but it looks like we've got to go here. I mean. I am struggling. I really am. Because we've done this. So we've done that. So, I mean, is this done and that isn't? I mean, I don't know. So apparently it's this, and we got to return to the lodge. I thought we just did this. It just says, I don't know why it's saying I got to go there. Because I'm not, that is not active. I wanted this to be active. So yeah, this is kind of things that kind of totally confuse me. It seems to be creeping into games now where they want you to do the main mission and anything else is like, well, the main mission is the main thing, we don't want you to deflect from the main mission. So I find that rather annoying. You can't pick and choose where you want to go. So That's my biggest complaint in the game so far, is the interface is very disjointed and not easy to manage. You know, it was on the same on Hogwarts Legacy. See, this isn't go to the lodge. You see what I mean? I just did it for that. And for some reason it's now still showing that up, which is what I didn't want. So you can see why I'm confused. So those are complete. So let me go to this main mission then. So it should be return to the lodge. So why is it telling me to go somewhere else? Right, so see what I mean? Now it does it after like the 5th time. Really? So what I mean is, you know, it was easy as Skyrim. You know, you pick the thing and it went there, and that was all you had to worry about. You didn't have to worry about the rest, unless you left them all on, of course. Right, okay, right. Sorry you're getting me head round it. Sorry if I'm going to be struggling.
Satisfied with the quarters available to you.
Modern games don't seem to be helping you a lot these days. They were at one point, but now they seem to be doing the reverse. So, we've got an artifact, and we're placing it on here.
It
A new
fits.
one.
Energy
That's
spiked
really
a bit,
what it was all
but it's
about.
restabilized.
Is there anything new showing up?
No, it's the same as before. There's a massive output as the artifact is added, then it harmonizes. Like it's waiting for the others.
That's speculation, but I think you're right. We need more.
Yes, we got.
Here. You've earned this. Welcome to Constellation. As a full member this time.
Right, okay, do I get lots of new stuff then? You know, can I now jetpack? Because I haven't been able to jetpack yet. Well, I'm going to do this as RayRay, so I'm going to generally be on the good side, generally. You know, I could be sarcastic, but I'm not going to be. It's an honour to be part of this.
We're going to do great things together. All of us. By the way, how would you like to keep traveling together? I'm not sitting behind my desk for this. These artifacts are a new chapter for Constellation, and I'm going to be out there for it. And I want you out there as well. You got results. I need someone like you watching my back.
Well, I'll think about it. But why not ask somebody who's been here longer?
Oh, we'll be working with everyone here at the lodge sooner or later. Constellation is all in on this. Sometimes we'll partner up, sometimes we'll go solo. It's not a formal arrangement. We just came back with good news. We've got momentum. Why not keep going?
Not marriage then. See, what I want to know is can I so I'll say maybe later.
Fair enough.
Right?
But before you go, let me tell you about our other leads. First, there's an expedition that Sam Coe has been putting together. It's in Freestar Collective Space, and he knows it inside and out. There's also the Eye, our star station in orbit. About time for you to meet Vladimir. He's been hard at work tracking down more anomalies.
Well, that sounds tempting,
and last
doesn't
but
it?
not least, Noel. Have we heard anything from Barrett yet?
A courier from Argos Extractors came by to let us know they're packing up the operation on Vectera. But that's it, no other word.
That's not good. We should get over there and check on Barrett in person.
What now? Right, finally, I'm finally getting some money. Right, because I wanted to take the ship bill and all that kind of stuff. Right, Sam Coe. Now, I've gone a little bit ahead with the second character, which is Jane Fonda, by the way. And apparently, just because it wasn't undies as such. It was just plain grey covering, and for some reason, I'll have a, an X rating on it. But apparently, YouTube, they can show things hanging out all over the place, and nobody bats an eyelid. So, kind of odd.
This silence is getting awkward.
Right, Sam Coe. Now, I met
That's
this guy
right.
called Sam Coe.
He wasn't here when you
the
first
other
showed up.
character.
He should
Here.
be back by now. I'll let him handle the introductions. If I steal his thunder, I'll never hear the end of it. Time to
okay.
go?
So, to put a fine point on, I want to
Bear
be like a
makes it
space
backwards.
cowboy. So,
I know he
you
gets
know,
into trouble
I want
all
to
the
embrace the
time, everyone just
cowboyness.
sort of
Because
accepts
I like
it, but
cowboys and all this kind of stuff.
Really a lot
I
of
grew up with all
pressure
that
on
kind of
this,
stuff.
isn't
So,
there?
that really interests
that's
me.
right.
So, and he seems like a cowboy-y type of person. You know, does that make any sense?
Constellation
Now,
sounds
Noelle is the
magical.
one that I'm like, kind of more
Storybook.
fancy now. So I would like to
I
know if
know
I can bring
everyone's
her with
excited by
me.
the artifacts, but we need to be as objective as possible and be aware of possible negative effects.
But,
Stay safe, okay?
you know, it doesn't seem to be available. So I probably will go
I
with
cannot
Sarah.
wait to meet him. It's been ages since Constellation has had someone new. I wonder what he's like.
Just go easy on him. Being interrogated by a kid ain't exactly the best way to make a first impression.
I'll limit it to the really important stuff, Dad.
This does not bode well. And you must be the latest poor fool to get dragged into our dysfunctional little family.
Yeah, kind of. So I'm thinking, you know, me being a space cowboy, explorer type, you know, kind of cowboyish, you know, could do dodgy stuff, you know, but basically on the good side. Why not have a cowboy friend? So that's why I was interested when I did it on my other play. The idea of my other play is to kind of give me, you know, let me learn stuff so it'll help me in this one. So you must be Sam Coe then, of the Freestar Collective expert.
Whoa. I know a few dark sides of the Akila Moons, but if you're looking for deep history lessons, well, I'm gonna fall asleep before you do.
Trust me. Don't encourage him. Kuriko,
Why?
by the way. Hi.
I wonder if kids are all look the same in this one. Hopefully not. So, well, good to meet you, Cora.
Nice to meet anyone brave enough to fly the frontier.
Hey, don't
Oh,
spook
I'm
on your
brave
friend.
enough.
Frontier's a fine ship. Honest. Now, let's talk business.
Yeah,
Sarah tell you about the expedition?
kind of. Yeah, only it was a Freestar Collective space.
Sure enough. That's where we're heading.
Good.
The three of us are heading to Akila, first settled planet of the Freestar Collective, and, not coincidentally, the home of their capital, Akila City.
That sounds good.
We'll land in the city's spaceports, but the frontier's our goal. It's rough country. Spawned a lot of stories.
Oh, great.
And I got a lead on a tale that makes me think one thing. Artifact.
So that's what it's all about, isn't it? The artifacts. Right, let me just check sound coming out. It sounds like it is coming out okay, which is a nice highlight, isn't it? Right, okay, it sounds like it's coming out okay. I'm still getting my bearings, but well, no, I won't. No, I'll say I'm ready. Let's get on with it, because I'm thinking Space Cowboy. You know, it sounds like if he's been to Akila, and you know, that could be where I could get a cowboy hat. So really, that's my
Okay.
only
We'll meet you on board your ship.
motivation,
When we
really.
get there. Once we land on Akila, it's gonna be you and me. So if you want to do any
Yeah?
freewheeling before then, Cora and I will just be riding passenger.
Oh well, I like a bit of freewheeling there, Sam. It's got that kind of name. Now there is a bit of jankiness, you know, people like pushing, you know, getting in each other's way and stuff, you know. But I mean, I suppose that's in a lot of games, isn't it?
I figured it would be
But
years.
it's a
until
little
I
bit
saw
more
you
smoother
again.
this time.
And here
So I
you
think
are.
it looks like we have to go with
It's been
Sarah,
quieter around here ever since
That's
Vladimir
one finder,
went to live on
that
the
is.
ice full time.
and we'll go to
I am at your
Akila,
service, Captain.
which I don't know. Yeah, seems to be continuing the main story. Right, where is Sarah? Any idea?
Ask if you've
Although I'd
got
love
questions.
to chat
Speak
up
up if you have
Noelle a
ideas.
bit more, because she's the
We're
one
all
I'm more
here for the
fancy, to
same
be honest. Although, you know, I don't want to fancy anything. Where is Sarah? Do you know?
As much as I love uncovering new questions, I wouldn't mind a few answers now and then.
So we'll see whether the quests have got the quality that we expect from Bethesda, or whether it's going to be way more side missions, and you know, and which are going to be a little bit more kind of ordinary. That's the kind of what I'm trying to sort out here. So now my door apparently is, I think it was the second one. No, I got that wrong then, because it is a bit of a nightmare trying to navigate, because your map, so if you go into this, sorry, actually, yeah, it's what I mean about confusing. You know, you got to press the left button to get the scan up, and then when the scan is up, then you do press the surface button. Very odd combination. You know, normally it's a map button, so it's a little bit different. So yeah, I've got to find my bedroom now, which I thought was the second on the right. But it just shows how good my memory is. Could have been third on the right. No, okay, well I got that completely wrong then. I may have come in from the other direction. Like here, so it was the second one. Let's see if my memory is as good as I hope it is. It is! Right, okay, so it's from there. Right. Okay, so I could... I do believe there is some storage here somewhere. I mean, I could be wrong. Ah, there's storage, right, okay. Found the storage. Right, so, now, as you may have noticed before, I may have bought things instead of sold them, that's because I didn't understand this whole inventory system of, there's 3 different buttons you can press, including ship inventory. So that's why I'm getting confused. So it looks like these two are way better than this one. So we'll get rid of that one. So the Constellation one looks pretty good by the look of it. Now I still don't know how to do this boost function. So that is good. Minus 15 for alien damage. So if we get aliens, then obviously that would be good. So let's go with the Constellation one. Oh, and there we go. Yeah. So you see what I mean? I'm struggling. I am really struggling with this whole system. It seems very disjointed. See, it says boost, basic boost pack. Does that mean I have some kind of boost? Because I haven't worked out yet whether you got to unlock it. I imagine you got to unlock it at some point, but I mean that's. I'll throw that one for a minute and keep that. I'm not quite sure. We'll keep those. Keep those. Resources. We'll dump all those. So I'll go sort of go as little as possible. I'm going to keep all the aid on me because it seems like I need a lot of aid. And I'll try and get some med packs because really of all the things you need in this game is med packs. Especially for me because I'm not very good at the kind of first-to-person shooter stuff. So med packs, I have 4. I want at least 6 to 8. Right, okay, so let's go back down. Let's find a way down. It's all a bit of a nightmare, as I say, on this game. Trying to find your way out of these places is ridiculous at times. Especially with a very awkward map. So where's Sarah gone? Any idea? Right, you coming with me, Vasco?
Now that you are a member of Constellation, I am at your service. No additional protocols necessary. Also, given the likelihood that you will be out in unsettled space, it might be beneficial to go over exploration outpost development, in case you ever need to build a base for field research.
Well, I could use you on my crew then. What do you mean?
The exploration of an unknown planet can be a major undertaking.
Say that again.
By building an outpost, you will be able to construct scanning equipment, resource extractors, and defenses. It is even possible to set up multiple outposts capable of manufacturing, allowing you to build advanced equipment.
Yeah, quite Fallout-ish then. Sounds useful. I'll try it next time I touch down on a planet. Although I may not do it, on the next one. What kind of advanced structures could I build?
Is the most obvious, as it will enable you to detect landmarks and other points of interest from further away. Beyond that, extractors will allow you to collect raw materials of various types, while fabricators enable the manufacturing A particularly prosperous outpost may even warrant the construction of cargo links, allowing you to share resources between other outposts
that'd be
you have
useful.
built.
Yeah, that'd be useful. So it is kind of like Fallout 4. Really, this is Fallout 4, but in space. Really, with space attached to it. So it's just you going between planets, and then it's Fallout 4 from then on. So it's basically that, but a more refined version of it. Okay, I'll try that maybe next time.
The blueprints you need to construct an outpost should already be on your watch.
Okay.
It will automatically connect to any available materials for construction in your ship's cargo.
Thank you very much. Right, I won't ask him anymore. Let's just kind of get on with it. Right, I don't look as though I can find Sarah, but I'll tell you what, we'll use this guy. I think
the captain. I will
change. I would like to assign Sarah, to be honest. So have I done it? It seems like I've done it, but he is unassigned. Actually, can I assign him as well? Hang on.
I was uncertain you would return. Travel safely.
Oh no, it's as I say, it's very confusing how this whole system works. I find, I mean, that's my biggest hurdle, is getting used to systems on a new game, and I'm slowly tramping my way through it. So we got to travel to Akila City. So let me, first of all, before I do anything, and again I say this is got the surface map, right? Okay, so this is the surface map. As you can see, this is the worst map I have ever seen in a game ever. It's just a collection of dots with a couple of things that might suggest hills. That's what I call really. I mean, obviously there are probably a ridiculous amount of locations, because there's 1,000 planets and stuff that you can pull in at any time. So that is obviously probably why they've kept this as basic as they possibly can. But I'm going to go to the district where I can sell stuff, which should be here. Okay, so I should be able to click on that and fast travel, and then I can sell some stuff, and then we'll head out to Akila City, which they showed in the trailer. I thought, well, it looks interesting. It looks a little bit more kind of run down and
fly around like they own the settled system.
Right, so
and they like to use old abandoned facilities as outposts.
Just trying to orientate yourself on this. It's generally where all the flags are. So yeah, it's always a bit of a nightmare trying to, the bigger you make the maps, the more difficult it is to get around them. And I'm getting utterly confused by it all. Really am. And why these places have to be so huge as well, so far apart. It'd be nice if it was all in one particular area. It was the shopping area, instead of these huge buildings which are set apart. And I can't even find it. In fact, it looks like, see, I thought I was going there to the commercial area, but it looks like that is where I need to go, which is where the flags are. Because I did miss a lot of stuff at the start of the game when I was playing the first time. I missed a lot of prompts that came up, because they come up in all kinds of different positions on the screen sometimes. And so I was missing prompts like, oh, where the shops were. Apparently it was the flags, which is these. And, and I haven't found out where my ship lands and all this kind of stuff. It's all, a little bit much for me right at the start of a game to throw a lot of stuff at me. I got to try and wade my way through and make sense of it. And once I've made some semblance of sense, then I can move on. But really tricky to find out. Actually, I think there is one where the spaceship lands. Now, as I say, trying to find your spaceship can be a challenge as well. But it should be this pointed. I'm going to go here, because apparently there is a trading station right by here, but it can run out of money. So it's a bit like Skyrim in that you go to a merchant to sell stuff, and unfortunately you cannot sell all your stuff. So obviously later in the game you'll get access to sell more stuff. I don't particularly like that. I would prefer to just sell me stuff.
Last month, did you explore that system I asked about? I was expecting a report.
Well, I meant to, but then I caught an SOS and it led to this whole goose chase.
So, did you do
Appreciate
it?
the lift. Once we
Right,
touch down in Akila, we'll talk more.
Right,
Yeah, I was done too.
Right, I think he's the one that's going to follow me on there. So let's go down. So I will take a while getting used to the systems, and, so be prepared for a little bit of frustration. If you could put up with that for a little bit longer until I get used to all of the systems, then it'd be a lot easier. Because I realise now, see, he has a limit, and what I was doing was I was selling stuff, and then realised that so I want to sell from the ship inventory, and then realised that I was selling stuff for nothing, and other people have been caught up by that as well. So you've got to be a little bit careful how you do things, and watch how many credits are left. So I'm going to start getting rid of stuff now. Grendel, it's best to get rid of a normal Grendel if you've got two of these Grendels. Now they seem to be modified in different ways. The stats seem to stay the same. So it's either go for the higher accuracy one or not. So probably best to go for the higher accuracy one. I won't do the rescue act. So Jess was using this rescue act. Starting the game, she quickly started using this, and she found this was run at people like I was doing. I was running at people and trying to shoot them or punch them. She just went in with this chopper thing, and it brought them down seemingly quicker than a gun did. So she's been doing really well on that. So I'm going to get rid of that because I think I've already got a maelstrom. We'll just get rid of stuff we don't really need because we're trying to earn some money here at the same time. And you do get a lot of these packs. So I think I'll get rid of that one, but some have gone up, good, bad. I wish it didn't have so many variations on things. I like things to be nice and simple. But I would like to know when we get a proper boost pack. If I'm doubtful about anything, I'll just keep it in my inventory for a little bit longer. But selling that one, as you can see, we're getting a lot less than what it said. Some of these things were like 1,400 and something. We're not getting anywhere near that. So let me just check these stats. So I'll get rid of that one thing because that one, it's got a bit of radiation on there and a bit of airborne. Although so has that. So I think because that's got a thermal one, I'll get rid of that. So sorry if it's taken too long. That one doesn't really have anything on it, so I think I'll get rid of the cap. And that cap. It's a good idea to have a radiation one, so we'll throw anything that we don't really need. So maybe that one. I'll keep at least one spare. Now med packs, if I've got any on here, I will bring them over to my inventory. But you can't do that within this menu, so don't make that mistake. Now resources, we don't want to sell any of those. So I think that is all from the frontier. So that's buy, that's sell. So I don't want to sell I'm kind of sticking with what I have here, which isn't great, but it's the best I have. So I'm keeping things right down to minimum now. I'm just keeping a radiation one just in case. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to get rid of that and get rid of that one. Let's be ruthless. Right, okay. So that's got rid of the stuff. So now we're going to go to Akila. So sorry it's taking a little while to get going. I say it can be very, very confusing. Hopefully it'll be back to normal in Elder Scrolls 6, where, you know, things will be a little bit more simplified than this. They tend to have a little bit of complication in Fallout 4. So who's with me this time then? So we've got Sam Coe. So I presume he's my follower this time, so that's fine, that's great. So we'll get in the seat. As I say, any storage stuff you can put in here, so you don't have to worry about that. Let me just quickly check what I have got in here. But there's something that really would be better than what I got. Because let me have a look. Let me see how they compare. So I want a laser rifle. I haven't got many rounds. I've got Grendel, so that's going to give me lots of firing. But it's quite low physical damage. See, this pistol may be better if I see what I mean. There's text over text, and that's what I find difficult about this. Is look, there's another little bit of text underneath which you can't see very well. Which is, you know, so these things are overlapping on each other, and that's what's making it difficult. So I'm going to take that one. I know, it looks like I gave it away. So, yeah, you see what I mean? I am really struggling in this game because of the sheer complexity of the button. It seems a crazy selection to me. It really is. So we'll just carry on, I think. Right, let's get in. I'm all casual like, so if anybody's watching, please remind me to put my spacesuit on. So we're going to take off. So really this is just a passage in between another area, really. It's a bit like fast travelling on Skyrim, really, where you take a carriage and you go somewhere and then you carry on with what you were doing, which is exploring the world. So really that's all the space is. And occasionally, you know, you're going to come up against a pirate, so you have to do a little bit of space combat, but it's a very small part of the game, to be honest.
Completed.
So then we've got to go into this convoluted system of, we've got to go to Akila City. Alright, so there, right, we've got to show on the map. It's a good job it does that. We click on that, which is Cheyenne, I think he said, and then jump. So I'm slowly getting there, so slowly I'm speeding up, I'm not being too boring for you. Put all the power into the grab, into the grab thing, so that we will get charge up much quicker. But
switching over to standard engines.
As we get there,
Approaching ship. You've entered Freestar Collective space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband.
Let's keep the shields high as possible, and the laser.
That's all we need.
Right.
You're cleared for landing at Akila City.
Thank you. Now, I am liking the exploring side of this, of going around the planet, scanning animals, creatures, sometimes a bit of combat. So I am liking that. So I do sometimes just come off away from the main mission, just so I can do a little bit of exploring. So it's a good idea when you get there to scan, so now we know all the stuff. Now this one has got a lot of stuff on it. But what I'll do is, we'll just head for this main mission at the moment, which is here. So let's go there to Akila City and let's explore it. So we set out a landing target and land. So I'm getting there quicker. I'm getting it quicker each time. And I try not to be, I'm not going to really be too silly. I think I was a little bit too silly on part 3. So let's just have a little bit less of that. Apart from I'm chatting up somebody, and then, then the old I'm going to hit on you routine starts. That's a bit wonky there. I need to straighten up the because this looks a bit more kind of down and dirty as opposed to the nice clean and beautiful, So we can exit the ship. So I'll exit the ship, and if I'm not wearing a spacesuit, well, we'll soon know, won't we? Right, let me just check whether it's breathable. I presume it is, because they seem to be walking around with t-shirts on. So it's a rock planet just like ours, gravity of 1.5, so 1.5. Temperature is temperate, it's high O2, so we're alright on that. But there is lots of wildlife and plant life, so that's good, that's what I want. A very strong magnetosphere as well. And biological water, well, It is biological, isn't it? What's this here? That is the actual Akila City, right? Okay. So, let's do the faster way out, which is just press and hold B. And I should be in my just relaxing outfit. So, is Sam down here? I hope he is. Otherwise I'll get a bit upset. Hello, Sam. Howdy, partner. How you doing?
All right, we're here. You ready? Because once we get started, I'm going to be riding your tail till this is over.
Okay. So, right, he's not to my follower. Great, because I want this cowboy guy. Right, I'll stand. Right, hold on. I want to, what about Coral? Is she coming?
She stays with the ship, usually. Got a few more years to go before I let her swill whiskey in some backwater bar.
Ha! Very good, very good. Yeah, I was a bit of a, Red Dead Redemption fan. I like the Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption 2? Too complicated.
There's something you should know up front. I'm a Co. As in Solomon Co., first man on Akila. That tale I mentioned before, the one I think is connected to an artifact, it's something of a family legend. After Planetfall, Solomon spent years mapping Akila, and he found a tiny little patch of nothing on his sensors. The kind of nothing an artifact produces. He called it the Empty Nest. Said it was a place even the wildlife of Akila wouldn't go.
Right, what's that? Hold on a second, I need to bask in your celebrity tea. Now see, when again, I can read that fine with the background on the text, but as soon as you move over it like that, you get this very difficult to see, especially for an elderly gentleman like me whose sight's going. That is a lot harder to see. So, Samco is your ancient ancestor. Your family built Akila City.
Yeah. And the Coors have been coasting on that for 10 generations now. Cool. Solomon's always a larger-than-life figure if you read the histories, but if you just listen to a few recordings of the man, he was simple. Just wanted to keep moving forward.
Bit like me. So we find this empty nest and then the artifact.
Solomon's maps are locked up tight in the local gal bank. We'll be heading there.
Okay, Sam. Right, excellent. Right, let's take a look around this dank and dirty city of, I thought there's no ship over there. I thought Jess was going to get another ship, actually. It looked like she was heading towards a ship that she might be able to get, might get hold of. But apparently... See, this is more like kind of Wild West, isn't it? It's like, I did love Red Dead Redemption, the first one. Much simpler game, and I know games are getting more advanced, but crikey, some of the systems they pick is darn right irritating. Right, let's head on in then. Come, Sam. Now, just first of all, I'm going to check on the girls and things to see whether like the kids are all look alike. So, Citizen, if you see Citizen, they are not worth bothering with. They are just people.
By order of Marshal Daniel Blake, I need to inform you we've got some trouble at Gal Bank. Folks might be in danger, so you may want to steer clear.
Never a dull moment around here.
That's why I came here.
You're Sam Coe. The Marshal will be damn glad to have another Freestar Ranger helping out.
Afraid your information is a couple years out of date.
So you see what I mean? Although this conversation is a lot better than Skyrim, but it doesn't hold a candle to Horizon Forbidden West. So it's still, still got a bit to go. Okay, if people endure it, then I want to help. It's probably what I would choose. And I like the fact they have marshals. So this seems like more like cowboy country, which is great because I've even got my own replica gun and a holster, and a cowboy hat. So I shall have to show you that sometime. Is Marshal Blake in charge of security?
Not usually, but he took charge of the situation because the bank robbers are part of the Shaw gang. The Marshal's had a lot of experience dealing with the gang, so he's calling the shots.
Cowboy stuff, love it. Right. Okay, well if Well, I'll tell you, what is the trouble?
All I know is there was an attempted bank robbery and things went sideways.
Shouldn't have asked
You'd
that.
have to ask the marshal if you want the whole story.
Right, okay, she's already said that. Right, okay. How do I get to Galbank?
It's just behind me on the right. The place is on lockdown,
Behind you
so
on
you
the
should
right,
steer
okay.
clear unless you can help out.
All right, well, if people are in danger, I want to help.
Guess that'd be the marshal's call. Frankly, it ain't going well. Looks to be a stalemate. Maybe a little outside help would do some good.
Well, I doubt those robbers are gonna let us leisurely peruse the Galbank vault. We better see if we can help move this situation along.
Where is he? Oh, he's right back there, but I heard that as clear as day.
Akila City.
Okay.
Feels like I spent half my life
you know,
trying to get out of
I'll
this
get
place.
my 6-shooter out. So, I hear you can get kind of 6-shooter type. I saw it as a picture on a YouTube video. It looked like, you know, some people saying about what they think of the guns. But I didn't watch it because, as I say, I'm trying to keep this as, you know, totally blind as possible. In fact, I'm so blind I can't see. So, you know, we equip ourselves with a gun, we're going into bad country. But obviously, I'll have a little look around. The detailed looking around, me just having a look around, I'll probably keep off camera. Unless you really want me to show all stuff, you know. And if we want to do a nice little look around Akila City, where, you know, where everything is, I'll do that for you. But I'm not getting a huge interest really from Starfield so far, probably because it's on PlayStation and it's not live. Sorry, it's not on PlayStation. So it looks like if we've got to do a little bit of, you know, convincing people, well, let's just hope for the best. So I'm hoping to get some cowboy gear here, you know. That's what I'm hoping. Right, excuse me, Hey there, Marshal Daniel Blake.
You need to stand back now.
You gonna turn around? Sounds like you could use some help.
I don't mean to be rude, but I don't know you. Now
I don't
please
know
stand
you.
back.
Akila City at its finest, I see. Never a dull moment.
Well, I'll be damned.
And I do
Sam Coe.
Do like
Been
the
a long
conversation
time.
system.
I won't hold my breath
He's
about
looking
you
at
being
Sam
here to
Coe,
take the
not
badge
me.
again.
I do level.
Listen, Sam, just so you know, I don't blame you for how it went down. For the others, though, you might get a different reception.
Thanks. I appreciate you saying so. But I figure some of that reception is owed. Still, I appreciate the sentiment, Marshal. It seems you got a situation. My friend here may be the answer you're looking for.
All right, Sam. I'll trust your judgment on this one. Some folks from the Shaw gang tried to rob the place, but they got spotted by a guard. They took everyone inside hostage, and now they're keeping a watch so we can't move against them. They're using the intercom to
Digital watch?
communicate.
Sorry about that. I'm stupid to get thrown in. So I got to move it off it to be able to read it comfortably. They must have made some demands by now. Sounds like they got the drop on you pretty good. Embarrassing. The Shaw gang. Right, I'm going to ask them about the Shaw gang.
It's a big group that hides outside the city and runs smuggling jobs off-world. They take in all kinds, rookies and veterans alike.
Okay,
Judging
we're
by
joining
their
them.
lack of preparation, I'd say this particular group is green as hell. Probably their first attempt at
Okay,
hide.
we should coast through
That
it
should
then.
work in our favor. Right about now, they're probably wishing they'd just stayed home.
Yeah, yep, you're surely right there, boy. Right, they must have made some demands by now.
They won't talk to me. Say they don't trust the badge. They want a neutral negotiator.
Well, I'm perfect.
In other words,
guy.
they didn't have a plan for this, so they're stalling while they come up with one.
Well, maybe I could. Now, I would love to be able to slip in here unseen, but I don't think I can do that yet. I'm not really got stealth or anything like that. So let's find out what his plan is.
Without demands, I ain't got much to work with. About all we can do is wait and see.
Okay, that was a waste of time then. Well, maybe I can talk some sense into them then.
All right, I'm willing to allow
Partner?
that. But a few things first.
What's that?
Say what you have to, but whatever they ask for, there's no way in hell I'm giving it to them. Also,
No?
there are lives at stake, so don't
Okay.
get cavalier. Find out what they want, and then report back to me.
Take it
Don't
slow
worry.
and steady. Look for every opportunity to de-escalate. You got this.
Hey, Hey, you in the bank.
Really?
I'm sending in a negotiator.
As you know
so
me,
don't
I don't
shoot.
give a damn about my followers, so you know, I probably will end up shooting. Now, am I allowed to get closer? I presume I am, so let's jump over there.
Joke.
Let's not get our weapon out, let's try and do this sensibly. But I will put a scanner on just to see if there's any stuff around. Right, okay. Let me just check that. Persuade the bank robbers to surrender. Right, how do I do that? Right, okay. Right, okay, let's get rid of that one. Right, okay, which one is it? Right, okay, this one. Right, I'm just checking that. Right, okay. Right, so it says talk to Sam. See what I mean about what's my next? So I got a complete job gone wrong, which is right, the empty nest. So what have I got to do now? See what I mean about confusion? It seems to be creeping in the games where they try and let you try and work it out now, which doesn't bode well. Complete the job gone wrong. Well, where is the job gone wrong? That's what I wish to know. So Galbank. So alright, we got to find Galbank. That shouldn't be too difficult, you would think. Okay, it's not going to tell me then. Oh, he didn't do that easy. Right, we've got to find Galbank. So this could be a problem. Does it say on the sign?
This is nothing we can't handle.
Well, Sam, where's Galbank? I
Heard
forgot
of the Elios Retreat? Supposed to be some new age healing center for reforming criminals or whatever.
Okay,
Going up in
partner.
Exil
Right,
2.
Sam, where is Galbank? Thanks very
Well, I
much.
see your parents didn't skimp on your P's and Q's. I spotted it on our last planetary foray.
Well,
All part of the service.
Okay, you didn't have to do that for me.
Hey, I'm gonna pick things up one way or the other. I'll keep my eyes peeled. Who knows? Check in with me now and again and I might find more.
I don't know, what was it? Oh, brilliant. Right, okay. Right, any idea where Galbank
Solomon's
was?
maps with those robbers crowding the bank. So long.
No, obviously not. Right, is this Galbank? Freestar Collective. So yeah, where do I find? Yeah. You would have thought I would have marked it, wouldn't you? Seems I got to do that first. But do you see any sign of it? And this is why I'm struggling now. Because of this market, and then we won't tell you because you got to work it out. So I need to get Solomon's maps, but where is it? You see, simple thing you would have thought. Where is the bank? Okay, well that's weapons. So let's just go around and see if we can see where it is. That's food. So maybe if we just wander around, it will show up on the map and then I can just fast travel to it. It's going to be my biggest headache is getting around these things because there's no maps that show any kind of detail. It makes it really difficult to find out where to go.
For a half day? Full day?
So that's the Heritage Museum.
I talked with Miss Kassler and she'll give a full guided tour.
Yeah, that's covered by a sign which doesn't help trying to read it, does it? Entrance to something?
And what she could throw together. It's not like Akila's swimming in museums here.
I wonder why, when people stream, it takes a while for them to do something, why they cut stuff out. It's because you're endlessly wandering around and don't know where you're going. Because there's no pointer for it. But, I don't want to do that because I am not going to spend 3/4 of my time editing. Don't find that pleasurable at all. It may be nice for you, but you know, a lot of people, these YouTubers, you know, they get burnt out, and I don't want to get burnt out. Especially at my age. So I think I'll just wander around and hope that the bank shows up on it. So I've got some idea where to go, because I'm getting sick of this in games where they won't give, they give you half the clue and then they don't tell you where to go. You've got to do it yourself. And I'm not going to remember where every one of these shops are. These places are too big. So yeah, I am going to struggle. I really am.
My family was on the first
system of surface maps. Which at the moment is showing zilch. There's no even layout of the town here. So I've got nothing. I mean, it's not even showing it on here, is it? And it's like you got to go to that, then that, to press that. Why can't we just press on that? So it seems you have to press this for it to come up. I don't know about you, but I find that a little bit difficult to find. So it may be I won't stream Starfield because it's just so difficult to. It takes so much time to get through the inventory and find the places that you want without any, where you don't get told where it is. So it makes me just wander around, endlessly wasting people's time, and I don't want to do that. So
remember, stay clear of Galbane.
This is why it's so difficult for me to stream this stuff, because I am not going to cut it out. So therefore, it becomes a huge, boring mess. So. So this is a bit of a rant, but
are scared.
You know, that's. I mean, well, I mean that is the bank. So how can I complete the empty nest? Well, job gone wrong. We haven't even got that one. So I've got no idea how I'm going to find out how to do this. The only thing I suppose I could do is ask them.
They've got my girlfriend in there.
You know, somebody direct me there.
There are lives at stake.
They're mainly smugglers. They bring
So I
in
don't think I will
Aurora
stream it, to be
and other
honest.
drugs from outside the city. Sometimes their new recruits have a few drinks and get a little anxious to prove themselves. My gut says those boys in the bank are just a...
But yeah, he won't even tell me where the bank is. So nobody wants to tell me where the bank is.
I
here.
have
Excuse
complete
me.
confidence in the Marshal.
Sam, do you know where the bank
Let's see if we
is?
can push the situation at Galbank along a bit. Just a couple of thugs with itchy trigger fingers. Should be
How?
easy. Goodbye.
How do I advance it?
We have a little girl. If
What's
they
going on,
kill
man?
Marco,
Simone.
please don't let anything happen to Marco. They wouldn't really hurt the hostages, would they? What a damn mess.
Anybody know where the bank is? I'll tell you what, I'll end the stream here, because this is just ridiculous, isn't it? Like, you know, everything's like smooth on me. I like the animation, but it just seems like a slowed down version of what we had in Skyrim, really. Everything just smoothed out. So yeah,
That
excuse
situation
me.
at Galbank is just a
Yeah,
mess.
nobody seems to want to interact either. So I think I'll end it here because I'm not really getting anywhere. So we'll leave it at that, I think, because this is my biggest headache in these new games.
Take a look
is
around. It's a good
managing
bet I got
where
something.
you got to go and nobody telling you where it is. So I'll end it here. Bye for now. And sorry, this is a little bit of a rant, but until I find out what the hell is here, I can't do anything. So I'll see you all next time. Thank you for watching. And guess what? I'll see you later. I probably won't even upload this one.